Yay, Kimberly! Yay! We are on. I'm so happy to have you on my lives because you have something exciting coming up. So, because you help people get more clients, right?
I do. Yes, I have a little unique program where I teach coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs how they can up-level their branding, position themselves as the go-to expert in their space, and attract an unlimited stream of clients into their business so they can make more money and help more people
Yeah,
using a book as a strategy. So I help people write and publish a client attracting business building book.
yeah. And you have something really exciting coming up. And everyone who's watching, just share who you are and wave in the comments or ask us questions. So, Kimberly, what have you coming up?
So next week, I'm hosting a 5-day free training. It's called Publish, Promote, and Profit. And it's my 5 keys on how to use a book to grow and monetize your business. So it's super exciting. We've got 5 action-packed days where we're going to go over all sorts of great goodies, everything from strategies to 10x your income using your book, and not by selling books, but by
Mm-hmm.
actually using it to bring people into your community, and develop that know, like, and trust so that you can move them down the path to working with you. So you can help your clients get those transformational results that thing you're passionate about doing for your clients. You can help create that faster and more effectively, using your book as that influence positioning tool.
Right.
We're going to talk all about, and that's all just on day one. On day
Mm-hmm.
two, I'm going to talk about how to create a title that jumps off the page at your client so that not only attracts them, but helps sell them to start moving down that path. On day three, we're going to talk about 3 quick and easy ways to plan your content and then
Mm-hmm.
turn that into an amazing table of contents. Because, I mean, think about the last time you were in a bookstore. I mean, that might be a long time ago because of COVID. Who knows, right? But the last time even you were browsing, for example, books on Amazon, or the last time you bought a book, the first thing that people do is they take a look at your front cover, right? Which is, does the title and the subtitle attract them? And does the cover design attract them? And then the next thing people do is they turn that book over to the back and they read a little bit more about what the book is about, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe a little bit more about you. And maybe there's a testimonial there that tells them, okay, yeah, I want to learn more. The third spot people go is to that table of contents, right? They flip it open. They want to see, hey, am I going to learn something new here? So we're going to talk about the importance of that on day three. Day four, what we're going to be doing is mapping out a 6-figure book funnel blueprint. So everything you need to know to put that book at the top of your funnel and have it filtering people down to where they popped out that bottom as a paying client.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the important part, right? It's of course your story is important, and writing a book. A lot of the times I talk to people, they're like, I've been wanting to write a book for like 14 years, or, writing a book is exciting for a lot of people, and your story is part of the book, but really it's how to strategically position your book, with your story as the backup of why you're the trusted expert to teach them. But really, the marketing strategy behind that book that's going to draw people to you and to your business. And then we round it all out on day 5 with how to craft a client attracting author story. So this is where you get to tell that story. You get to tell people why you're the trusted expert and how you got to be doing what you're doing. So
Yeah.
fun, action-packed 5 days.
Wonderful. So this is about creating the influence and the authority so that you have the impact.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, think about, Monica, you're teaching people about wealth and money mindset. You have some really unique ways of doing that for people, where it's not just getting them out of their head, but getting those blocks out of their body, releasing the physical
Yeah.
blocks that are going on in people's mindset. But you must have some mentors and people that you look up to in your field.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you tell, is there anyone that somebody might know, like a kind of a more famous name in your industry that you look up to?
Yeah, like my mentors, I have Margaret Lynch that I've learned a lot from,
Okay.
who's one of the tapping, names, and not even the Ortner's siblings are very well known that I've been following for years, right?
Hmm.
In that niche, yes.
Are either of them published authors?
Yes. All of them?
All of them.
Yeah.
So see, so if you're listening right now and paying attention, think about who are the mentors and the gurus that you follow in your industry. For me, for over 13 years, I was a financial advisor. So I
Mhm.
was following people like Robert Kiyosaki, right? Rich
Yeah.
Dad, Poor Dad. I was following Susie Orman in the United States,
Mhm.
David Bach. In Canada, our two most famous financial gurus were Gail Vaz Oxlade and still are. Gail
Mhm.
Vaz Oxlade, who wrote a book, not only one, but multiple books in her Till Debt Do Us Part series, which actually got turned into a television series.
Yeah.
And then there's the wealthy barber, David Chilton. So the people I was following were all published authors.
Right.
So when I learned about this strategy, it just like ping, the light bulbs went off for me. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, not only were they experts and super successful in what they were doing, but they were almost celebrity, right?
Right.
Because of
Yeah.
their published status.
Hmm.
So I thought, wow, this is just such a fabulous tool that I embarked on a journey to write my first book, which was to support my finance business. So for over 13 years, I was a financial advisor. And then I wrote and published my first book. And it quite literally within 12 months transformed my business. So much so that I got so excited about those results that I decided to completely switch careers and teach people this amazing transformational strategy for their business.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because that's what happens, right? When you find the answer that works, then you're so excited you want to share it with the world, right?
it was exactly how I felt. And it was
Yeah.
so, so phenomenal. And I'm just, I'm super excited to share these secrets with other people now because, wouldn't you agree? Most of us I mean, I'll speak for myself. So I got into business, and at the time in finance, I got into business because I was passionate about financial literacy. I was passionate about helping other people have better results with their finances. But in finance school, they didn't teach me anything about running a business and finding clients and doing all the marketing. So if you can relate to this, like you got into business because you're passionate about doing something, yeah, two hands up, right? You got into business because you're passionate about helping people and transforming lives, but you didn't go to Harvard Business School or you didn't go to marketing school.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, it's okay. I'm gonna teach you a massive shortcut to
Yeah.
be able to accelerate your results like crazy and put these strategies into place so you can start attracting your clients that are looking for you. They're looking for the help that you provide. And no matter what industry you're in, whether you're in wellness, whether you're in finance, whether you're in business, or whether you're, a relationship coach, whatever it is that you teach and train on,
Mm.
I guarantee you the strategies that you're going to learn in my training next week are going to help you skyrocket your marketing and your lead generation.
Yeah. I love that because I think even the people that did go to Harvard Business School, like those are often business principles, and they're not adapted to being an entrepreneur going online today.
Absolutely. Great point, Monica. I mean,
Yeah.
even 2 years ago, business was different. We used to almost always meet knee to knee, belly to belly,
Mhm.
across a table over a
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
And would you also agree that the business world has changed in the last couple of years, right? So how do you stop the scroll, stand out from the crowd, right? That
Mhm.
the cream that how do you become the cream that rises to the
Yeah.
top in a busy, busy, busy online world where people are being bombarded like crazy with marketing messages? So
Yes.
how do you stand out and stop the scroll? And we're going to
Yes.
talk all about that on the
I
next.
love that. So much, you get so much done in just 5 days.
So
So so much, yeah. So if you've ever, and if you haven't thought about it, you should seriously think about making or creating, writing that book, because it does make a difference to have something that can leverage your influence.
yeah,
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, this was kind of what we were going to talk about today, right? I shared the 5-day training, but it's really
Mm,
those 3 keys to
exactly.
increase your influence, right? And flex your super influence is a superpower, and
Yeah.
it's a skill that can be learned, which is the
Right.
best part, right? You don't have to be born influential,
Mm.
although guess what? You were. You knew exactly how to get food, get
Yeah.
attention, and get your diaper changed,
Yeah.
right? All you did was flex that superpower of influence. So we're going to bring you all the way back to your God-given gift of influence. And I'm going
Yeah.
to give you some tips on how you can flex that superpower, get back into the driver's seat of your business. And it all starts with becoming the expert, right? Because when you
Mhm.
become the expert, this is where people start uh, perceiving you as the person that they want to work with,
Mhm.
right? And we invest in experts. And if
Yeah.
you even think about some like minor examples, like who gets paid more, the
Mm.
general practitioner or the plastic surgeon? Becoming the expert not only attracts people to you, but and allows people to want to be working with you, but it also lets you charge more because your perceived value has increased, right? You're a thought leader, you're a credible authority in your space. And the word authority, the root of the word authority is author,
Right.
right? So there is no secret to that.
Yeah.
And then your book allows you to build community. It allows to attract people to your space. And the key number 2 to increasing your influence is to build community. Current
Mm.
connection equals currency. People want
Right.
to more than ever be seen, be heard, and be understood. So if
Yeah.
you can provide a place where people can come, a safe container where they can get some valuable content, get valuable results, then you have up leveled yourself in that space as well. And of course, not a big shocking secret. Secret or key number 3 to up leveling your superpower of influence is to publish an influence positioning book. So that's what next week's training is all about.
I
Is
love that. I love that. So,
those 3 concepts to really like
yes.
up level yourself in your community and your business.
And I would think even just in writing a book, also your message gets clearer, your ideas get clear because you have to refine them in that process.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
it's what we start with. It's the critical first piece. It's who do you help?
Hmm.
What's the problem that they have that you can solve with your transformational work? And what are the results that they're going to get? When people
Yeah.
understand that and you can articulate it clearly, that you're the expert that can get them from where they are now to
Hmm.
where they want to be
Yeah.
faster than they can do it on their own, because it's not
Mhm.
about lack of knowledge, right, Monica? Like
Yeah.
you can go and Google how to write and self-publish a business building book,
Mhm.
a non-fiction book,
Mhm.
and there's information everywhere online.
Yeah.
But when you're working with a mentor or a coach, you get the path drawn out for you. You get some hand holding, you get that community, that space that gets it done faster. So I'd love to invite you to join me. This
Yeah.
is an invitation to join me on this free training next week. It's every day at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hmm.
So that's 10 a.m. I had to do the math backwards. 10 a.m. Pacific time if you're on the West Coast. It's 1 hour a day, Monday to Friday. Come join me. You will leave that training next week with the complete blueprint of how to move your book project forward, and in such a way that you could probably have it done before the end of the year. This is something you could go into Christmas holidays with to be able to sell and start January off on a track to just explode your business results. So I'd love for you
Yeah.
to meet next week.
And the best thing, you have Kimberly holding your hand and showing you the way. Don't have to figure it out all by yourself. So I do have a link that I will post. Do join. Let's see. It's the room 0 to marketing hero.
So all of this free training is happening inside of my Facebook group called From Zero to Marketing Hero.
Yeah.
So the training next week is very specific on publishing a book, but in that group, you're also going to get amazing other trainings. I'm always dropping tips on marketing, because this is not just about writing a book, right? It's about using that book as a marketing tool. So I teach you in that group all sorts of other amazing marketing tips, tips and tricks. That was a tongue twister. On how you can use your book and other lead magnets and other material that you have to really amplify your results. So come join in on all the fun next week.
Yay, I love that. Do join Kimberly, do join the group, and let's get those things done in just 5 days and be published author by the end of the year.
Amazing. I love it.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Monica, for having me. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you too.
Have an amazing day.
You too.